What's going on, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowler's Rant, bringing you 2 new updates from Hammer Bowling. Thanks for watching the channel, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Okay, this is fresh off the press. Hammer has announced 2 new balls. They are coming stateside. Let's take a look at them now. Behold the Obsession Tour Pearl and the infamous, talk about some real gems, especially this one on the left. I had heard this ball was in development and I couldn't wait to see it with my own eyes, and it absolutely looks like a diamond. And this other one on the right has a very, very specific motion attached to it. We're going to jump into all those details right now. Okay, front and center, let's jump into the Obsession Tour Pearl. So you can see this is a continuation of the Obsession line. We had the original Obsession, we had the Obsession Tour, which was a little bit different, gave you a little more control than the regular Obsession, notably because the weight block, as you can see, is the same here as the Obsession Tour. Does not have that radial disc at the bottom, okay? So a big difference there. Let's jump into the specs. So I've got the spec sheet here and a big old picture of this Obsession Tour. We're going to talk about the shelf appeal in a minute because you know I'm really big on that. Okay. This ball has the Tour V2 Pearl Reactive cover stock. It has the Obsession Tour core, so we know all that, and notably carbon fiber outer core. That's really good. Comes at a finish of 500, 1000, 1500 Sierra micropad with Crown factory compound. Okay, comes with some shine. And the number's at 15 pounds, 2.469 RG with a .034 differential and a .013 asymmetric differential. Okay, so let's talk about what this ball is all about. Okay, so this is a asymmetric pearl, and typically asymmetric pearls are designed to go long, wind up, and give you a ton of torque into the pocket. And a lot of times they start up early. Okay, and what do I mean by it starts up early? Well, if we go back to the spec sheet here, you can see 2.469. That's pretty low RG. I mean, this is going to start up pretty early. Now, the difference is it's got this 0.34 differential. So most asymmetric pearls are going to have a much higher differential. So this is going to give you a little bit more control than your standard regular asymmetric ball. And I've got some notes here I want to come back to. Okay, so from the notes I've got, the Obsession Tour provided an incredibly unique ball motion. Bowlers wanted to have more of it. And for the lanes for breaking down, the Obsession Tour Pearl glides effortlessly through the body of the lane, has an aggressive motion and continuation movement through the back end and through the pin deck. So basically, translation, you're going to get everything that you want. You're going to get the length, you're going to get the control, and you're going to get the power, and that's going to make a lot of people very, very happy. Okay, next up, let's talk about the infamous. Okay, so this is a brand new line, and notably, we have a brand new core. And this is not just any regular core. You notice there are 3 different pieces here. One at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. Hammer talks about this and says this is a large extra dense flip block, sits on top of the core body. That's this. You've got the core body here, and you've got a radial disc at the bottom of the ball that helps give the Obsession extra motion on the back end. Same one that was on the Obsession is now on the infamous, is what they're saying, and that there are 4 densities inside this core here. Okay, and we have the carbon fiber outer core. That's fantastic. So let's jump into the rest of the specs. This ball is obviously solid. So this is the NB solid cover stock. Got the infamous core. Finish is 500, 1000, 2000 Sierra micropad. Okay, so we've got some surface on this ball. Like I said, carbon fiber extra, outer core. That's extra hitting power, like dynamic core. And the number's at 15 pounds, 2.559 RG with a .052 differential. So let's talk about what this is all about. So I saw 255 RG, so that's medium high RG. So this ball is going to go down the ways before it starts to wind up, which means it's going to have more energy in the back. Okay, and that's really good. A lot of people want that motion, especially from their solids. Okay, and then a ball that comes to mind that was a similar RG like this would be like the old Quantum solid, the 4-screen solid. That was a 2557 if I'm not mistaken. So this is really fantastic because what this ball is going to do is it's going to give you that radial disc to then slap into the back. And so it looks like Hammer's talking about back end motion even on their solids, and that's really, really important because people want that back end motion. So where does this fit? This is first ball out of the bag, or if you want that big symmetrical motion during some medium heavy oil where maybe you don't want to use an asymmetric, that's where this ball comes in. Okay. Other than that, let's go back and look again. It looks really, really fantastic. Again, I love this core, and it's high RG, 052, pretty good differential all around. This is going to be something that's going to make a lot of people very, very happy. So let's circle back to the shelf appeal, okay? So when I look at these balls, first of all, the one on the left, absolutely dynamite, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of the best looking hammer balls I have ever seen. Gold balls just have something special about them. People gravitate towards them, and they tend to be high performance balls. That's why they don't come around that often. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. But I think anybody who sees this ball is going to see it on the rack and go, oh my God, that's that hammer gold ball. And they're going to want one, right? Unless if they are someone with another company, but that's their problem, not ours. All right. Now, this Infamous looks really good. I really like the hammer here. So it's a different style of hammer than what we've seen before. And this logo here, the font that they're using for the Infamous, this is really interesting because it's really gritty, right? And so this ball just screams, I want to get in your face and whoop some butt. And I really like that. So all in all, looks really, really good. Okay, so summarize, we got 2 new pieces, one asymmetric, one symmetric, one's a pearl, one's a solid. I'm going to leave some information in the description, including the universal release date. And if you want to learn more about these balls and where you can pick them up, I've got links in the description where you can grab these on bowlersmart.com. Whew, always great information here on Bowlers Rant. So, what do you think of these new announcements? Do you like the Obsession to a Pearl? And what do you think of the Infamous? And if you were to get them, what layout would you go with? Drop me a comment, let me know, let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming, and until then, bow well.